Good evening, this is the Financial Week. I'm Milton Walker. Getting a loan has become more difficult over the last few months for big businesses. This as commercial banks, credit unions and merchant banks tighten their lending practices. The findings are laid out in the latest Bank of Jamaica quarterly credit condition report for March. TVJ's Andrew Ladley has the details.
Some consumers and businesses are still finding it difficult to get a loan. The Credit Supply Index, CSI, shows that credit availability fell to 102.2 from 104.2 in the first quarter. But conditions are ripe for lending, as macroeconomic conditions continue to deliver favorable results. So why are lending institutions reluctant to grant loans? The report notes that institutions' willingness to provide credit during the quarter was primarily driven by changes in the economy, their economic outlook, market share, and competition. Large businesses were significantly impacted during the quarter as their credit availability went from 114.8 to 99.4. Loans for micro-sized businesses also dipped to 99.9 from an already marginal index of 100.8. The central bank says the reduction reflected a decline in the supply of both local and foreign currency loans to most sectors. And it doesn't appear that things will get any better soon, as lenders report that they plan to further tighten credit conditions for the June 2018 quarter. At the same time, there was a slowdown in the growth rate of demand for credit from large businesses in the first quarter. That index fell to 100.1 from 107.3. But lenders expect credit demand to pick up in the second quarter, mainly driven by growth in both local and foreign currency demand, most notably from the tourism, distribution, and electricity, gas, and water sectors. For the Business Day, I'm Andrew Ladley.
Meanwhile, the central bank is reporting that Jamaica's net international reserves ended July at $3.1 billion. It was up $13 million when compared to the previous month. The report comes in the midst of the US dollar trading at its highest value against the Jamaican currency. Meanwhile, in currency trading, up again, the US dollar closed the week selling for a new all-time high. It's now costing Jamaican $136.43 for $1. That's the highest the American currency has ever sold for in Jamaica's history. Meanwhile, the Canadian dollar closed the day at $104.90. The pound is going for $174.13, while the euro is being sold for $157.61 on average. West Texas Intermediate crude oil prices slumped today to a weekly loss, despite settling higher today on renewed bets of steeper losses of Iranian crude from the market. Crude futures for September delivery rose 82 cents to settle at $67.63 a barrel. The JSE index gained 278 points today, while the junior market index gained less than a point. Among the winners were Access Financial Services, Berger Paints, Carib Cement, Derrimont Trading, Elite Diagnostic, Fosrich, Grace Kennedy and Iron Rock Insurance. On the losing side were AMG Packaging and Paper, Cargo Handlers, Epley, General Accident Insurance, Honeybun, Jamaica Broilers, Key Insurance, Main Event Entertainment Group and the NCB Financial Group. That's the Financial Week. I'm Milton Walker. Good evening.